Welcome back. You're still tuned into Halftime Report. Well, let's focus on the financial space now. We've had a whole host of numbers come out. We've had a whole host of news pieces from the entire financial space. So let's discuss this and more. We have Rahul Malani, who's the DVP Funda Research Sharekhan by BNP Paribas, joining in to discuss his call on the sector. Well, Rahul, thanks very much for joining in. But I'm going to start by talking to you or asking you whether you look at Bajaj Finance. The stock has cooled off from the day's high. There's positive news around it. How would you approach the stock? It's expected to probably re-rate from these levels, according to some analysts.
So, firstly, good afternoon. On Bajaj Finance, we continue to believe that it will continue to deliver sector-leading AUM growth as well as the return ratios, at least for the next 2 years, led by the diversified loan books and the new product launches, which they have cited during the con call over the next 6 to 12 months. So there is a strong visibility on the AUM growth. Plus, today the RBI has lifted the ban on the two products which they had earlier restricted the company. So there is a good visibility on the AUM growth side. While there is we would see that only thing is that in during the H1 of FY25 we should see some cost of funds pressure on the NIMs, but that would be manageable and that will be offset by strong AUM growth.
All right, so that's good on Bajaj Finance. Though the stock is off highs right now, along with the way the markets behave. But, Rahul, I wanted your thoughts on two stocks. One is Kotak Mahindra Bank, because of everything that is happening, the RBI diktat that came by, and then the recent resignation of KVS Manian. And on the other hand is Federal Bank, where the belief is that maybe one of the candidates, though this hasn't been confirmed or denied by the management, could be KVS Manian himself. And Federal Bank did report their numbers yesterday. So what do you make of Kotak Mahindra Bank and Federal Bank going forward?
See, as far as the Kotak Bank is concerned, the current regulatory overhang will be sorted only after at least after it would require around 8 to 12 months, because there would be firstly they have to there would be audit with regards to the restrictions which they have regulatory IT deficiencies and systems deficiencies, and they have to submit their submissions to the regulator in this case. And anecdotally, we have evidence that in case of HDFC Bank also it took around 10 to 12 months to sort out the matters. Plus, on the back of that, there has been not only at the exit at the top level management, but there are certain exits at the middle and some of the in between the top and the middle level management also from the last 6 months continuously. So we believe that the stock will continue to consolidate with a downward bias in the near term. And as far as Federal Bank is concerned, we believe that FY25 outlook continues to remain steady with slightly higher credit costs here, and the succession planning has been progressing well. They would be submitting the names, internal as well as external, to the RBI in next 2 weeks. If the media article has to be, if it is right, it is correct in ascertaining that KVS Manian would be joining for the Federal Bank, then it will be a great positive for the bank, as well as even if the internal candidates, which is likely the current existing ED, that is Mr. Harsh and Shalini, if they are elevated, then it will also be a positive. So it's a win-win situation for both.
Okay. Between Axis and ICICI, both of them reported numbers. Which one do you probably prefer?
So we continue to like both the franchisee, but we believe that ICICI Bank would continue to enjoy the premium valuations versus the Axis Bank due to the higher NIM trajectory and versus and the higher capitalization levels going forward. If you look at the deposit franchisee also, ICICI has been continuous outperformer since the last 5 to 6 quarters among the sectors, and the current focus of the market is on the deposit mobilization, and ICICI continues to remain at forefront, and it has a good room in terms of LDR as well as the LCR to have a sustainable long path.
All right, Rahul, thank you so much for joining in and giving us your view on the financial space, in particular positive on Bajaj Finance. If there is a management change that happens for Federal Bank, that would be positive as well. And you do believe that Kotak Mahindra Bank will come out of the woods. Thank you for joining in. The market actually seems to have come out of the woods right now. We're up about 50, 60 points from the lows of today's trading session. So 22,550 is where the Nifty is at right now. And it's led by the Nifty Bank itself. 49,101 on the Nifty Bank, now sitting with a cut of just about 130 points. And this as against, a decline of nearly 2/3% that we saw on the Nifty Bank. The Nifty Bank is led higher by ICICI Bank, which has recovered from the lows. HDFC Bank, a big weight out there, is also recovered from the lows. And just trying to look at the other, parameters out there. We have SBI is another contributor, still in the red, but has recovered about 1% from the lows for SBI. Take a short break, come back. On the other side, we'll get you more on the markets and perhaps a conversation with the management of Bajaj Auto as well as they launch their biggest ever pulsar.